Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well and staying safe and healthy out there. I'm Coach Shawn Nadelen, head coach for Towson Men's Lacrosse. Just want to talk a few different drills for coaches and programs out there to look at, to maybe implement into what they do and then see how it works out. So take a look and see what you think. The breakout to 3v2 drill helps the defenders work through their clearing patterns by establishing good footwork, getting to the right spots, and proper stick work. The up-tempo offensive style of a 3v2 is great to have guys understand how to play fast but not in a hurry, being in a threat position with or without the ball at all times, being ahead of the play. And then the second phase of the drill does a great job of working on the defenders, getting the ball up off the ground while getting pressured by a riding group, and then being able to move their feet to move the ball, and then the communication from the goalie and other defender on where to go with the ball. And then as that ball is being transferred, a read and react situation with that backside rider causing stress on the ball carrier and working hard to get the ball advanced upfield. All right, the first drill we're going to talk about is a simple defensive breakout drill into a 3v2. It's set up in a half-field setup. The look is you have a goalie and a defenseman on each side simulating a save to a breakout. You'll have your offensive lines at the bottom of the wing line on that side of the field. All right, so if it's a football field, it's at the 40-yard line across. You have three offensive lines that will be transitioning into the play. All right, and how it initiates is goalie has the ball, he yells break. All right, the defender's banana out. All right, both ways. All right, getting deep and wide. All right, the goalie picks a side to move the ball to. All right, that defender, all right, takes the ball, all right, receives it, all right, carries up and then circles to the outside, rolling away. On that, he throws an overpass all the way to the other defender. All right, he advances the ball upfield and picks one of these three lines to throw the ball to. All right, after that pass, this defender comes up and trails. All right, so say he passes it into here. All right, this offensive player then looks to push the ball into the middle of the field. All right, these three offensive players are coming down into a 3-on-2. He has the ball. All right, so he's going to push to the middle of the field. This middle guy has to get ahead of the play. All right, that's an emphasis for the O guys. All right, they want to get ahead of the play. He's crashing down the opposite pipe. All right, he continues to push the ball down to the middle while the D guys break back in and get set up to stop the break. All right, now as we've advanced the ball down, all right, the offensive players have received it from the defenders and they're advancing the ball into the offensive end. The D guys have hustled in, getting into an I formation, all right, looking to stop the ball. All right, the goalie's back in the cage. All right, and they're getting set up into the break. All right, recognizing the numbers. Offensive guys are pushing the ball. All right, the two guys on the perimeter are making sure they're ahead of the play. All right, getting into it. Whatever happens here, all right, as the offensive moves it, they shot, score a goal. Shot goes wide and out of bounds. A defensive knockdown and the ball's loose. All right, the coach can be anywhere on the sides with a ball. All right. After one of those scenarios happens, all right, the coach then rolls the ball out, all right, for the defenders to get it. All right, so the coach rolls the ball out. Say he rolls it there. This defenseman attacks that ground ball. All right, the rules for the offense is that they have to send two guys to the initial ground ball. All right, offense sends two guys to the initial ground ball. All right, so he goes and he goes, all right, off that ground ball. This defenseman is getting wide. All right, this offensive player gets to read, all right, what he wants to do. All right, so 2-0 guys are attacking the ball. Defenseman picks it up. All right, he's got to make a play with a double team coming from the offense. All right, if this offensive player stays back, all right, he's most likely going to circle and throw to the goalie. All right, this offensive player then is attacking, all right, the first pass. All right, so they've doubled the ball offensively. All right, he gets it here. All right, say he throws to the goalie. All right, then this offensive player is going to attack the goalie. It's up to this defenseman on the backside to communicate to the goalie that someone's going to be coming to him quick. All right, then look to advance the ball, all right, to the backside defender. All right, depending on what angle this offensive player takes is where the defender should be to be able to receive the ball easily from the goalie. All right, then they look to advance it out, all right, and get out of the box with the ball. All right, once the defenders clear the ball off of the ground ball, they get it up above the box. All right, the coaches will blow the whistle. All right, a new 2 defenders come into play. The offensive and those defenders are out. All right, the next rep starts with the 2 new defenders and the goalie. Goalie starts with the ball. He yells clear. They break out. They advance the ball up the field, get it to the O guys, come back down into the 3-on-2, and it just keeps rolling that way. Here we have the breakout to the 3v2 drill, as we talked about on the whiteboard. As you can see, the goalie starts with the ball. 2 defenders break out, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, in what would be our normal clearing pattern. They advance the ball up the field and choose to pass to one of the 3 offensive lines out there. Once that happens, the offensive group comes down in a 3v2, rep it out. Once the rep is over, a ground ball comes in. The defenders attack the ground ball and look to transition it up with pressure coming from the attack. So here's the crossfield pass. Defender carries it upfield and passes. Then they get into their 2-man defensive formation, battling against the 3v2. Goal scored. Coach lays out a ground ball. The defender comes and picks it up, sees pressure, circles away, executes a good crossfield pass to the other defender. And again, getting the reps in regards to our breakout patterns and stick work, as well as moving the ball upfield. Then the offense is working on coming down fast, under control, and as a threat. Coach lays out the ground ball. Defender does a good job keeping his feet moving, and they keep the ball moving as well. You got to be able to work with your offensive players, and for the drill to work, fairly well. What we tell the offensive players to do is, once the coach lays out the ground ball, is to have 2 players, 2 offensive players, go after the defender that's picking up the ground ball. All right, so it just creates the immediate pressure, and then it leaves a 2-on-1 on the backside. So here's the ground ball. 2 offensive players in white are attacking the defender. They get a little bit of a knockdown. Defender has to pick it back up. Makes a bit of a poor choice in regards to who he passes it to, but as we all know, luck is a beautiful thing. So you want the offensive guys to get into the hole fast. If it's a turnover, bad pass, coach immediately lays it out. All right, and that defender did a great job reading that. The backside rider jumped the goalie, so he had to throw the overpass to the other defender on the far side. As you can see, we definitely need to continue to work on our stick work. for the clearing. Not great there, but that's why we practice. So here's the ground ball. This defender does a great job splitting the double team and recognizing where the outlet is and where he needs to get the ball to. Working on their footwork, getting out wide, circling, protecting the stick on the roll dodge, away from what would be maybe opposition, the opposing attackman or riding team. Offense is doing a good job keeping it hot. All right, but the ball got loose. Here's a new ground ball coming in. Coach sends it deep into the corner. All right, the attack group and riding group have to get after this defenseman. He chooses, the goalie's got to do a great job communicating there to elicit the overpass. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Feel free to contact me with any questions that may come up. Thank you to Coach Shamati and the University of Richmond staff for establishing Coaching Through Cancellation. It's a wonderful resource for everyone involved in lacrosse. And during these very challenging times, please continue to look out for one another. Stay safe and healthy.